two events that I'm interested in here as a therapist in Drain That Pain. Welcome, Michelle. Nice to see you. Michelle is a practitioner and working in the Drain That Pain. So I'm interested. First of all, it's very therapist driven. The whole idea is not to take the person into state. I don't want to know all the details. I want to know when the pain started, what was happening at that time, and what was happening emotionally with her life at that time. And really, whatever it was, I'm looking for the thing that's underneath that will clear it all. I mean, if you consider we are really only about 5% conscious, right? So Lorna, you just nodded your head, right? And you just blinked your eyes. But until I brought it to your conscious attentions, you wouldn't have thought about that, would you?
No, probably not.
And think about that. We're like the tip of an iceberg, but there's so much more beneath the surface. And it's that so much more which can be a lack of alignment within you. You could have a contradiction in your beliefs.
Now, there is a contradiction, actually.
What that contradiction is?
Because I've done a lot of reviving, if you like, in the last 12 months to relook at my hypnotherapy, to relook at my Reiki, the energy healing that I was interested in. You know, I trained as a practitioner in lots of ways, but I've stopped practicing, and I'm kind of in this uncertain place as to, I would like to share the gifts that I have, but I don't want to go into business. It's like a contradiction within me about what the future holds and what is my purpose. You know, what I want to follow, what my purpose is. I believe I have one. But there's a sort of dichotomy about which direction I should go in, or how, or, you know, I'm stuck.
Well, there's just a contradiction of beliefs that we need to clear up, wouldn't you say? And underneath it, am I right in saying this pointedly, is that part of you wants to step forward, and then there's a part of you that's holding you back.
Yes.
Maybe
yeah.
You back because of this. Oh, I don't know. I think it's a British thing too. It's a woman thing, and I'm not saying that all have it, but certainly around our age, that we don't necessarily. There's a little bit there that says, "Can I really do this? Am I worthy enough? Do I have it within me? Can I do it?"
I feel, for me at the moment, and it's ridiculous, I know what I'd say to someone else who came to me for counselling or whatever, but for me at the moment, it's an age thing. I've passed state retirement age, and I'm sort of thinking, well, you know, are you ready to start all this again? Do you want to? I don't actually need to go into, I need to create a big business for financial reasons. I'm not saying I've got much money. I haven't, but I don't need to do it for that reason. And I'm finding myself thinking, oh, well, you know, come on, you're 73. Should you be getting into that 6 clients a day again situation that I was in a few years ago, you know? And I'm thinking, I'm not sure I want that. But I'm stuck, because it's like you need to give out what you have, don't you? And so it's almost like I'm blocking myself. Does that make sense?
Contradictory beliefs. So it's like split energy. You know, unless you really focus on something, in other words, you attend to it, because that's where the energy goes. But if you're only half on board, if something is holding your back, then actually those things that you want don't tend to manifest, or they take much longer to manifest.
Yeah.
So when you don't get those things, you feel, well, I don't know. I don't really have that good feeling. And then this worthiness thing comes up.
Yes, there is that, I think. Yeah.
That's it. That if it's all right with you, we'll go to the base of that with the frustration.
Yeah.
Because what it's like is that if you get to the thing, there's a technique that is often called the drop down technique. You get below that and you get the underlying emotion. In other words, if you think of a boat and if you think of the rudder beneath it, and that as the 5%, the conscious mind you've set, but if there's a part of you that doesn't really believe it, then you're going to be on a wobbly course.
Yeah.
You set it, say, in a different direction, say, no, I don't want that anymore. I am worthy. We all are. We are spiritual beings here in human bodies. And that's the tough part. This body is affected by emotions and lack of alignment. So what you're feeling right now is you're actually, in my belief system, that you have an inner being. You have part of you that is God within inside you. And you feel that when you connect to this God part, which we're going to do right now. And the Drain That Pain it allows your body with this energy connection that we all have. And it allows us to use that energy connection so that, as we're all light workers, obviously, that energy is transmuted. It's transmuted, it drains through your body as you feel the new light coming in. And really, it's about two things. It's about using your energy. So obviously, this is about going within. This technique is about feeling the energy within. But it's also about this awesome power of intention, because that's what energy healing is. It's setting intention to let it go. And then it's going beneath the symptoms and saying, what is it? What is the feeling there? Because it's the feelings that you're manifesting, the feelings and the thoughts. And so you have this pain for a while and then you kind of expect it. And so much of pain is because you expect it, that you're in a certain vibration. But once you heighten your vibe, once you get up every day and you say, it's a new day, you know, I can start off with my vibe way up there, and you meditate and things become crystal clear to you. And once you've let go of the beliefs that don't serve, then you come into alignment and everything will change dramatically in your world. So have I motivated you enough?
You haven't, just as you were talking then, because I'm agreeing with everything you're saying, and you were describing me, how I am and how I function and my connection. But I had a picture of me, that person, but with a great big weight and a chain round my ankle.
Well, why don't we slice that, okay? We'll get rid of that in every which way. We can cut it, we can shake it free, we can all shake it, we can loosen that and have it totally gone today, because this is pain elimination. You understand this? All you have to do, and the first sentence of the technique, which normally I say to everyone, so I think we've just begun again. But you know, it doesn't really matter, Lorna, whether you believe this or not.
No, okay.
But could you just fully intend with me to let that go today? You see, you're closing your eyes already. So we're going to do this now with your subconscious mind. So just close your eyes. Just close.
You want me to stand up or?
Like that. It's working on me. Good. That's right. Good to see you. Are you all right now? You get to stand?
Yes. Yeah.
You all right? Can you all hear Lorna?
Yeah. Yes, sorry, I can see you and I can hear you.
Because I've got a fountain in the back here, and I wondered if it was too much noise, but it seems
no, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, so just close your eyes. I want you to, because you're standing with me, I want you to put your hips need to be right underneath, you know, your feet. So your feet slightly apart. I like to have one foot in front of the other. Okay. Now again, do some breathing, and as we breathe in, I just want you to focus right now on using your chin. As you breathe in, you're going to just watch me a second. You're going to bring your chin up. And then as you breathe out, your chin comes back into your chest. Do you understand?
Yes.
The reason we do that is because this exercises the vagal nerve. And the vagal nerve is really the nerve that takes back emotional information from the vital organs of our body, including the stomach, the neck, all of these organs that are involved so much with these vital emotions. So are you ready, Lorna?
I'm ready, yes.
So I'm just going to do some signaling with you. But first of all, let's do some breathing together. And I want you to imagine that there are roots growing out of the palms of your feet. Those roots are growing out and they're growing towards this beautiful green jade pearl in the center of the earth. And now feel that energy come up from Mother Earth and feel it as it lights up and your feet become aglow and it comes into your ankles and into your calves and it comes into your thighs and it now comes into your body and you feel your body just loosening and how good that feels as you feel that energy come up through your heart as your heart opens up. Just feel those doors swing open and that is your light going out into the world. And now feel the energy come up into your throat and now down through your hands and out through your fingertips and your palms. So breathing in again, bring that mother energy love coming up through your feet, up through your legs, into your torso, your heart, and down through your arms. And feel how good that feels. And maybe now you feel warmth in the palms of your hands and tingling in your fingertips. Do you feel that?
Yes, tingling and warmth in my hands, yes, tingling in my fingers.
That's wonderful. And can you understand that you feel really aligned now and that you feel really stable? You have legs of steel and that you feel really grounded in this position.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Right, so let's do some signaling now with the body mind. And as you know, we are about 95% unconscious. So I'm privileged here to work directly with your body mind. So we all have a way of signaling yes. You know, it can be a head nod or sometimes just a postural sway forwards. So your name is Lorna, is that correct? Yes. All right, so that's great. Notice she didn't talk and she gave both a head nod and the postural sway, and you're still swaying. All right, thank you. So now close your eyes again. Now, does your body mind, Lorna, know the difference between new pain and this old chronic discomfort? Does your body know the difference between the two?
Oh, yeah.
New pain, right, is you maybe need to make a phone call, go get a Band-Aid, do something different, right? New pain is an accident. It's the fight and flight. Old pain is pain that's hung around for a while and it has an emotional underpinning. Do you accept that?
Yeah.
All right. Now answer that without speaking. Does your body know the difference between new discomfort and old discomfort? All right. Good. Now open your eyes again. Now, just out of interest, bring your hands, and you can all do this. Just bring your hands like this up so that they are around your ears and waggle your fingertips. Now look forward at me at the camera, but notice that you're also looking at your fingertips. And as you do that, you cannot do anxiety. It's impossible. Why? Because I have occupied the conscious mind by looking at the fingertips. Does that make sense? So just bring your hands down to the side. And that is the point of meditation. In the morning, on the new day, every day, when you basically, you allow your vibration to be your total alignment and feeling really good. But you allow that to happen at the beginning of the day. You feel as good as you do now, right? So close your eyes again. relax, close your eyes and breathe in again. Just feel how good that feels, just to be aligned inside. I like it. I like the image of a sharpened pencil, a Washington Monument, if you will. That alignment, things come to a point. There is a point. There is a purpose. So now, Lorna, as you think about this, is it okay for you to let go of these feelings of sadness and unworthiness? Is it okay for you to let go of them unconsciously and be aware of it consciously? Now, can you fully intend to do that? I see quite a strong sway. Does everybody else see that? Good, that's right. Excellent. You feel that in your body, don't you? Thank you for fully intending. Now, listen to me carefully. What I want you to do is imagining that you are just floating above the building that you're in. There you are in the Anglesey Islands, in England, and there you are. Just float above it. And now look down so that you can make that picture. You can make that picture of yourself. You can see yourself in the picture. You're dissociated. Can you do that? You can answer me with your words.
Yes, I can.
Okay. And can you feel the support of the energy? We are all energy healers right here, but can you feel the support of the energy healers who are coming from you from all over the world, including Great Britain and the US? Can you, and China, I believe. Can you feel that?
Yes.
All right. So now, what is the origin of this feeling? If you were to know, Lorna, just allow your body mind to communicate with me. But was the origin of this feeling of unworthiness and sadness, and was it before, during, or after your birth? Or was this passed down to you genealogically? You do know.
I think it was passed down to me.
Was passed down to you, so it came down through your generations. And how many generations would that be?
3.
All right, excellent. See how easy that was. Okay. So now what I want you to do, I want you first of all just to float even higher where you are so that you can float right out and you can see the islands. Can you do that? Can you get a bird's eye view? Yes, excellent. And now I want you to float back in the past. The past is always behind on this technique. It's therapist driven and therapist decided, and she will buy in. Listen to this. So just float back, just 3 generations ago, and just, can you get in touch with that feeling now? But it's as if you're dissociated from it. Can you do that?
Yes.
Excellent. And do you actually have a picture, or do you have, is it in a movie form, or is it just is it a feeling?
It's a feeling. It's in my throat.
It's in your throat. And what does your throat want to say right now? What do you need to say to that feeling so that you know that this is gone?
Just that I'm free.
You're free. You can express yourself.
I'm not bound by it. I'm free.
You're not stuck at all, are you?
No.
Never have been. It's just an illusion, isn't it? That when you consider that you're here, like all of us, that you're a light worker, that's why you're in this room, and there's a greater purpose. And actually it is now. The energy is fantastic now. And we need you, Lorna. And in this time of shift, in this time of new energy, in this time of ascension. Does that make sense to you?
It does, yeah.
All right. So I know that you'll be working with this technique and in Great Britain. So are you motivated now to let this go today?
Yes.
You're motivated, good.
Mm-hmm.
So when you've let go of this, what will you be doing in your life? What do you envisage your day like?
all that comes to me is that I'll be actually moving forward,
I see
not
very much swaying forward too.
not static, but moving forward.
So in other words, this is intention for the future. This is clarity. This is taking steps. It's taking action.
Yeah,
Yeah. And feeling eager and
yeah.
grateful and aligned.
It's about having that certainty
That certainty. Yeah.
forward, purpose.
There is no doubt. It's just within you that you can imagine things even if you cannot see them in your reality now. And imagining them and creating them, and that is something that comes, this is co-creation at its best, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And you'll be able to watch that unfold.
Okay.
All right, so just float right back now, 3 generations ago, so that you're right above that feeling. Can you do that? Are you right there?
Yes.
All right, now I want you to imagine that your body is just like a river stone fountain. And I want you to imagine this beautiful fountain, this beautiful waterfall. You told me how much you loved waterfalls. I share that. In fact, I'm at my daughter's house, which is a waterfall right here. And it was actually she wanted a house with a waterfall. It was a wild dream. And guess what? The house arrived here in Orange County. So it's one of those miracle, creations. And I want you to start imagining, getting those pictures now of your miracle creations, because as you let go of this contradiction in your energy, as you let go of this just feeling, a decision you made, something happened, but as you go to the origin of it now and you learn what you need to learn, it's held you back for 3 generations at least, hasn't it, Lorna?
Yes, yeah, it has.
And you can let go of that now because it's simply stuck energy in your body. And that's what this discomfort is. But it's already being released, isn't it? Because your body understands it. You can feel it. It's already happening, isn't it?
Yeah.
So just feel now this divine waterfall, this white light of divinity, this blue light of electric blue light of transmutation, as you remember that we are light workers here, and what we do is help people to let go of things that don't serve them. We are light workers. We bring in the light, and this technique is about bringing in the light. So feel it now. Feel that divine waterfall as it trickles over those beautiful river stones. They are smooth and they are ground down by time and the wisdom of those sacred stones. As that water brings that energy, and water is all energy. That's right, it's all crystals and crystalline energy. And feel that trickling through your body, and it's washing clean every nerve, muscle, cell, and fiber. And feel it really clearing into your head and your neck, so that you're able to say now the things that you need to say, so that your throat chakra, you feel it open up. You feel it open up with your pineal gland, which will give you the new intuition and the information that you need, which will propel this life of purpose forwards. So feel it now, that beautiful gold divine waterfall as it comes down through your shoulders and into your body. Can you feel this in your body, Lorna?
I can, yes.
Where is it now?
It's here, just,
Right in your stomach?
yes, solar plexus.
Solar plexus. So feel in that solar plexus now. Feel it release because your power expands. This is the power in your upper abdomen for your solar plexus. And feel it now go down into your creativity, to your sacral chakra, so that all this is eliminated. All the anger, the resentment, this feeling of injustice, this knowing that you had a contradiction in your beliefs, this split energy, as all of that goes through your body, and you feel your cells come alive in this new divinity, this white light that is filling, because nature abhors a vacuum. We fill it up, as that drains through, this beautiful white light just fills up every nerve, muscle, cell, and fiber, and your DNA gets all the latest downloads, so that it is more than 30%, and it is quantumly communicates with every cell, because every cell in your body knows in a quantum way what every other cell is doing. So that it is, and that's the way, that further quantum effect, because we are all connected energetically, but the level of cells get it right now, and your vibration rises, and you feel that the cells are filled with love, and you know that you are healthy. You are absolutely healthy in this moment. And this moment will continue because your beliefs have changed. And you can always imagine this divine waterfall just filling you up. And I suggest you do this in your morning meditation daily. And you will have a copy of this video. So feel it now as it comes down through your legs. And as you stand there on the floor, you think about actually stepping out of this and look at it metaphorically. You can remember a time maybe, which will be one step in front of you, and we're going to call it your circle of power. And you're going to step into that circle of power. And in that circle of power was a time in your life when you just know everybody has that moment when they are super aligned and they feel super aware and they feel tuned in, they feel tapped in, they feel turned on, and they feel just at one with the universe and in themselves. And as you think about that moment in your life, you do have one, don't you, Lorna?
Yeah.
So imagine it. You are going to step into that power circle. Are you ready? As you come out of your body, and as you step in, you will know at that moment that all of this has left your body and you're filled with light, and this has totally gone, and you feel energized in every way as you step into this circle of power and a new future. So whenever you're ready, on your own time. Right now, your eyes are only one piece of skin. They are stuck because they're glued together. And your eyes will only open when this alignment has happened within you. And your body gives you that signal that this is totally gone. And you step into that circle of power and you feel 10 times better than you do now. In your own time. Welcome, Constance.
Thank you. I get confused with the 8-hour time difference.
No worries.
I never know if it's before, anyway, I'm here now.
So Lorna, your eyes are open. Yeah, can we hear you?
Yes, that's lovely.
Well, give me a number. We started at an 8.
I'd say 3.
It's a 3, okay? So we're going to let go of the rest of it, okay? So this is part 2, okay? All right. First of all, just close your eyes again. And now just allow your shoulders just totally relax and your face to soften, and feel again those roots going down through your feet so that you are grounded to the center of the earth. And now feel the joy within you and thank your body for letting go of the majority of this. Can you feel that tingling in your body?
I can feel a sort of burning sensation across the back of my shoulders.
All right. Okay. This is what I want you to do. I want you now, you can look at me, open your eyes and look at me, but just raise your arm so it becomes like a bar of steel, and just clench the hand. Right? Just clench the fist. Okay, now this arm is a bar of steel. You could push down on it, but it just bounces right up. Okay, so just this hand is controlled by your unconscious mind. Now close your eyes. Now, this arm is controlled by your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind wants you to be aligned with your spiritual self, with your inner being. And to do this, you need just to let go of the remainder of the stuck energy. You know that you did this with your unconscious mind and with your attention, and you allowed the energy to flow and you brought the new light in. And as I talk to you, just imagine now that you're in an elevator and you're going down and you press the ground floor and your body continues just to release all of this so it's totally gone as this arm comes down to rest by your lap, and you know it's totally gone, and you feel that maybe better than you've ever felt in your life. And you'll open your eyes when this is totally gone. And you're imagining now that you're feeling energized, and you use the word clarity, that you feel you know what you want, and you feel eagerness, and you're excited and energized, and you listen to your intuition as that arm comes down. Your pineal gland is opening up. It is just relaxing and opening up. As you open up your spiritual self, which will give you all of the information you need in the form of coincidences, in the form of just making the right call, or maybe responding to me at the last minute that you were going to this event. And I knew you'd be there, and I knew you'd be there early. You are waving yes. So when you open your eyes, this has totally gone.
Yes, yes, it has. Yeah, great. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Isn't that wonderful? Let's all give it up here for...
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, as well. I'm going to sit down again now, if that's okay.
Down we go. Let's see you just move those. Let's just make sure that, because right now it's excellent. Look at the movement here. This was an 8, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
And you understand this now, don't you? You understand
Yeah.
the connection to this, and you know.
I do, yeah. It's kind of given me a real clarity, because to some extent I have understood from a spiritual perspective, but just haven't managed to sort it on my own, if
Well,
you know what I mean.
because you didn't feel good.
Yeah.
That's the rule here. If you don't feel good, then you're not aligned.
Yeah.
And people who there's 2 ends of the stick. There's what you want and what you don't want, right? So on one end, you have happiness and you get everything you want. On the other hand, you may have, if this negative vortex has really got a hold of you, then you may have chronic pain. You may have it passed down through several generations. But underneath is the feeling that you're bogged down in some way, that it's contradictory. It's like there's a cloud over me. I'm not free. You said you wanted to feel totally free. You wanted to get stuck. And unstuck, it's all of these words, but what it means that once you really go inside and once you really meditate every morning and you say to yourself, it's a new day. In other words, you are not going to take yesterday's issues that you didn't like into the following day. You start off on a new day. And when you wake up, you always get up and meditate every single day. And I mean, you listen to something. Right now, I listen to the birds or this waterfall. But for me, I need a noise or an air conditioning sound, because that distracts the mind. And then you can just allow your body to play the most fabulous movie that you could possibly imagine. And this is the chance for you to daydream, because that's what's going to really give you the eagerness and the excitement. And then things will just show up, because this is the law of attraction, right? I mean, negative emotion can be pain. It could be, at some stage, it can be anxiety. But if the anxiety continues, then it can be chronic. But Keith, did you have something to add? You wrote a couple of notes as we were going through this. Can you?
I was just sending you encouragement, like well done, and I was saying you are having all the fun.
Yeah,
It was a good job I was muted because I wanted to take over, and I was looking at Michelle for her eyes there. I could see that she wanted to take over as well, but we can only have one therapist at a time, can't we?
we can only have one therapist at a time, and this is this is a technique that is very much therapist driven. I think you can see that. Hans,
Yeah.
welcome. Nice to see you. And where are you from?
You're talking to me? Yeah. I'm originally from Michigan, but right now I'm living in the United Arab Emirates. I did your workshop up in Dubai.
Oh yes, okay. Yes, now I remember you. Okay, that's great. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Good to see you again. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's good to be participating.
Yes, I was in Dubai last November and had a workshop there, and it was an incredible experience, wasn't it, Constance? Yes.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And everybody let go of a lot of pain. Do you want to share what happened to you?
Yeah, no, you have amazing energy. That's probably what I felt the most over the actual hypnosis. I mean, for me, the hypnosis wasn't any like dramatic kind of experience. I just felt that I could access certain parts of that caught energy in the memories and in the experiences, and I have felt better since then. I mean, I have rheumatoid arthritis. I do feel better now, so I appreciate that. And I'm very interested to know how the mind works and what you just said about your visualization and how you can have this, whatever you want in your mind guiding you, or as a template for what you want your life to be. I just think that's tremendously empowering. And I mean, I don't work in the counseling profession, but I think I might make that shift. I mean, I'm a teacher, so I'm dealing with minds at a different level, but I just am fascinated by your work. So
I think all pain that hasn't gone away, whether it's chronic disease, and I've been seeing people with chronic diseases and using this same technique, whether it's cancer or MS, and I'm convinced that it is all about, when you're alive, your life goes along well, you have good health, and all of these things happen, but pain is always it's a message that you are not alive. It's the spiritual being saying, I love you. Stop doing that thing that is not you. Stop thinking you come with a function, with a purpose, and you let go of this good stuff. Because this is a very, I can assure you that for me is my purpose in life. I'm very clear at this stage in my life that this is my purpose, and nothing has ever inspired me as much as watching people let go of pain, including you, Lorna.
Thank you.
So that's for me really good. But I think the larger message is get up every day and say it's a new day, and mean that energetically to your body, so you don't bring the issues.
Yes, yeah.
And use tool. And Michelle made a very important point last week when she's done coaching. But this is a tool that you can actually work with clients. In other words, you can set intention, you can attend to it, you can move the focus within the body, and help that person to feel this wellspring of love. Most people have a sense that they have a soul, but in many ways, this is a spiritual alignment. I believe it's spiritual.
Thank you.
So can I ask you a question, Joanna?
Well, I enjoy it. This is it's. I don't need to talk about going back to clients a day. I don't need to do 6 clients a day. I just as soon teach. And even though this technique is really quite quick, just think today it's about 30, 40 minutes. The time is now, but it was about 40 minutes, if that. It didn't take that long.
Hola!
No, is that Rosie?
Oh my God, the new peaches.
Rosie, we can't see you. We can hear Rosie, but we can't see her.
Turn your video on, Rosie. Let me send her a message.
We can hear her, but we can't see her. Can I ask you a question?
Ask to start.
Joanna?
Yeah, let's ask a question.
I'm very good with helping people with pain, but I still suffer a lot of pain myself. Yesterday I have a lot of migraine, and I think part of the problem is that I do have a lot of brain damage, and I had migraine yesterday, and I minimized the pain because my migraines used to cripple me. They don't do that anymore, but they still cause me a lot of trouble.
Well, I wouldn't use the word cripple, and I wouldn't use the word suffer. I would talk to you here about using your language in a different way so that you see the improvement.
Yeah.
It's terribly important what you say to yourself, because it affects your vibration.
Yes. Well, they used to stop me functioning altogether. I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah.
But they caused me a great deal of discomfort. And yesterday I carried on with my day, but eventually I was in a webinar. Eventually I had to leave the webinar and lay down because my migraines were turning into seizures. That's really bad. But I manage the migraines now, but I can't stop the pain altogether.
Why don't we continue this?
And I see the spirit, because I am a spirit body, and I channel the spirit through me, but I can't stop them altogether. So I don't know where I'm going wrong.
Well, why don't we work on this next week? Why don't you come back this time next week? I will do this again next week.
Okay.
And how does that sound?
Sounds great.
In the meantime, do we have any questions from this morning? Lorna, do you have any questions?
It's just not questions as such, just a bit of feedback to say that, I see myself as a holistic therapist.
Yes.
But what you've done for me, I mean, a bit like Keith Anthony's just described, it's like I've worked with so many people to help them release so much and couldn't do it for myself. But what you've done, you've given me about myself a holistic, you've made it, I think I've been trying to approach things like, there's the pain, I must deal with that. There's my future purpose, I have to manage that.
Yes.
There's the past. And it's like you've
Yes.
made them into and I've just been able to, do you understand me? So thank you, thank you.
That is a lovely thing to say, and it's a lovely video for me to use. And if you don't mind, I will release this, if that's all right.
No, that's fine with me.
For people to learn, and I do publish a couple of videos a week, from doing this online right now. And we're awfully glad that that you're out of pain, and this is permanent. And
This
you
is
have to agree to meditate. You have to agree to meditate.
yes, okay. I'm hearing what you're saying.
I don't know if you listen to Abraham Hicks.
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Regularly, nearly every day.
the other person I like for meditations, and they're filled with angels and things. They're very beautiful. But Melanie Beckler, Beckler, and her meditations are beautiful. So this is YouTube, and there are many.
Okay.
But it's terribly important that you get up every day and you say, I am not getting out of bed until I'm aligned.
Okay.
Let it all go. That thing that said yesterday on it, you know.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, it's gone. And anyway, this is great. Thank you all so much for joining me. And we're really happy for you, Lorna. And we look forward to seeing you next weekend, Keith. Okay, we have a date.
Yes.
Will it be the
Yes.
same time next weekend in the UK?
Same time. Yes, Sunday is good. Yeah.
3 p.m. UK time.
It'll be 10 o'clock, which is, I think we're 8 hours difference. What time is it there now, Keith?
Oh, for me, 7 p.m., 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Time right now in England is 5:24 right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I will announce this and I will release this video next week. All right. Any
Do you
questions?
know Cicely Mary Barker, who used to write about fairies?
What's the name?
Cicely Mary Barker. She wrote fairy stories about fairies.
Oh no, but I would like those.
Famous author. She lived in my road.
Oh, does she live in your road? Yeah.
Yes. 2 doors away from me. She
Yeah.
used to sit in the garden and write stories about fairies, and people still visit the house to see the fairies that were in the garden.
Well, you know, it's all over Britain. There's this, I'm reading a book, Dusty Miller, and it's Weird World, and he's a gnome. And,
Okay.
and he comes from generations of gnomes, and they have magic wands, and he talks about dryads and trees, and he's a shaman from way back, and it's all the same thing.
Mhm.
I mean, we probably all were. I know I was.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
have a confession to make. So not only am I getting all this knowledge and just being part of this, which is awesome, I'm so glad to be able to just experience people, you know, from different countries and what their experience is. And I have to tell you, I'm loving all these English accents. So this is just, it's just, it feels good. It fills me up. It's just such a good feeling. And I just wanted to share that because you probably don't realize that I'm getting great pleasure from listening to you all speak. And I think it's the eloquence of the way you speak that's sort of lost sometimes. So I really enjoy that too, because it gives you a clear understanding of what people are experiencing. You know, just to be able to put into words with Lorna, really just describing what she's feeling. And it just, for me, I feel like I am able to take in so much more of what people are experiencing, not to mention their accent, which is awesome.
Well, thanks, Michelle. We're glad that you're enjoying this technique. So listen, I will be back here this time next week. Love to see you all again, and
Yes. It's been great.
learn more stuff. And if you know somebody in pain, invite them here. And
Thank you.
great to see you, Keith. You look great. And I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. Okay, that's the elephant. So I'll see you next weekend, and we'll work on it. And thank you, Rosie. We never quite saw Rosie. We heard her, but we never quite saw her. I'm going to end this meeting, and thank you all so much.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Well done, Lorna. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.